What's happening, everyone? My name is Phil with PrecisionLED.com, and today we're here with my very good friend Avi, who runs a motorcycle blog by Curious.com, and he's brought his motorcycle in to get some work done on the LED pod lights we installed. We'll tell you a little bit more about what we're doing.
That's right. I've had this BMW R1150GS for a few years now, and I've always wanted more light out of it. So a year ago, I came to Phil and asked if he'd fab up something custom for me. As he mentioned, he's put these LED pod lights in here, and they've been great. Really, the only problem is me. Every once in a while, I forget to turn them off, and kills the battery, and then I'm stuck. So I asked Phil if he'd help me out and wire them into ignition, and that's why we're here today.
Yeah. So today we're going to show you how to do the basic wiring for LED pod lights on a motorcycle, as well as show you how to wire in an automotive relay and attach those to low beam on the headlights so that when the ignition turns on and off, all the lights on the motorcycle turn on and off as well. Let's get started.
Awesome.
So like I said before, we're going to show you the automotive relay, and just to demonstrate what we've done right now, we have all the wiring rigged up in a test format. I just want to show you how it works. So right now, the switch for the lighting on the LED pods, traditionally without the automotive relay, it would turn on when the ignition's on. Right now it's not working. Ignition on, we have our low beams on, that means we have power to the LED pod lights, and now they work. With them on, I turn off ignition, the whole system turns off. Voila! So let's look at the wiring. So we're looking now at this wiring mess, and I'll show you what's going on here. This is the original fuse and harness for the LED lights, and you see we have our power and our ground, and this is the original harness going up to our rocker switch for the LED lights. What I've done is I've split power, and I'm actually running over to our automotive relay here, this blue wire that is considered the 30/51. It is your fuse power from the battery. And then directly on top, you have this red wire. This is our 87, and that is power out that goes back to the original power side of the switch. So our circuit used to look like this. We split it off and had it go through the relay. Now, we still need ground from the relay, and that's position 85. So I have ground wire going here, and that's going up to the negative terminal on our battery. And the last piece is position 86, which is going all the way up to our low beam headlight. And if you take a look here, we spliced the wire, and we're going to solder this in the positive lead for the low beam headlight. Now, how did I find out what's positive, what's negative? Well, you could say I'm great at wiring. I know brown is black, or ground, I know white is power. But really all I did was I stuck the wire into each one of the holes and looked at which one triggered the relay. And the relay makes a pretty distinctive click sound when it's activated, and there really is no electrical risk to plugging into the wrong way here, because if you plug it into ground, the switch doesn't activate, no power runs. You plug it into power, the switch activates, and it does what it's supposed to do. So you don't have an issue there. What I'm gonna show now is we're going to rewire everything nice and neat. We're actually going to run this wire underneath the gas tank along the midsection of the frame and hide everything so it looks nice and tidy. So just to make this point clear, we have a standard automotive relay. Got this one on Amazon. You can get them anywhere, really. They're all the same Bosch type automotive relay. What you need to know is, at least this one specifically has its own wiring harness that comes with it. Pretty nifty. If you don't have it, it doesn't matter. Any wiring diagram on the internet will show you the same thing. Your bottom position, which is your position, I call them position 30, or it's number 30, is your 12 volt power from the battery. To the right of that, you have position 85 or spade 85, and that is your ground wire going to the battery terminal on the black side. Going around to the top, you have position 87. That's 12 volt power out to the switch or your power source, whatever you're trying to turn on. Doesn't have to be 12 volt. It could be, I think, anywhere from 8 to 14. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then when you come around, you have pole 86, and this is your trigger. The trigger is a positive lead. So that means that whatever you want to have trigger your device to allow power to roll through has to be a positive lead on this side. Now 87A in the center is an optional component. You won't see them on all automotive relays. 87A is a special consideration. You don't have to worry about it in this installation, so we won't talk about it. All right, so we're all set here with the BMW. We have the automotive relay in the fuse box, got everything wired up. Now we're gonna talk a little bit about these lights. These are a 4 LED spotlight. And so the spotlights go a little bit further in distance versus the flood. When you look at LEDs online, the floodlights will have a beam pattern that goes out in a very wide angle, which might be good for alerting, drivers to your left and to your right. A spotlight goes a little bit further down the road and is more of a complementary or auxiliary headlight. So you want to make sure you buy the right type of light based on what you need, right? What we have here is a custom bracket. We actually got these on eBay. It's a 3/4 inch tube running down here. And so this just clamps on a 3/4 tube and allows you to side mount the LED pods. And then we have bolts here that allow you to adjust the angle that the light goes on. So these are all kind of off-the-shelf parts. The LEDs, these ones in particular, are a 4-pot Cree type LED, and I believe these ones are 20 watt, although the lumen ratings will be a little bit misleading. A lot of marketing will tell you it's 10,000 lumens or whatever, but really the lighting performance, you can't measure the lumens truly from the manufacturer. You have to get them into a lab. These ones I'm not quite sure what the lumen ratings are, but we'll put those out for you in a later posting. What you can see here is the wiring goes up the side of the frame. You could mount these to your forks if you wanted to, although I'm a little bit hesitant where the forks are getting slightly larger, gradual in size. It means it won't hold as tight. It'll want to slide up. Sometimes on your turn signals there will be some extra piping that will allow you to mount them underneath. A lot of people do that. And then sometimes you can mount them to the bump stops as well. You just gotta go online and find the type of mount you want. The LEDs are always gonna be the same. I believe this is a 1/4 inch bolt, and that's pretty typical for most lighting setups. So the whole point of today was to make sure that our lights only turn on with ignition. Ignition is on right now. Turn ignition off. Lights are off. Make sure you check out Abi's blog at buycurious.com. Really great site. They always have different activities that he's going on, different road trips. A ton of new model bikes that manufacturers are always letting him play around with. I don't know why. He's not really a safe person. And all of his random adventures and the classics that he puts up for people to take a look at. So, thank you.
And that's the end of the installation. If you have any questions or concerns, please email us at help@precisionled.com, or you can reach us online and submit a support ticket at www.precisionled.com/contact. Please like or subscribe if you enjoyed the video or enjoyed the process for what we do. It really does help us out when we make the next one, knowing that there's people out there watching the videos. Have a good one.